See if it does anything.
Session's well on the way, I think. Right?
You're gonna get people joining. But it's cool.
Yeah, starting stream. Ooh, exciting. Oh.
Yeah, you can play with the in-game stuff.
Everyone's hearing this. Hello, people.
Oh, we broadcast in our random chat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's alright. It's a test stream.
Oh no.
This is a test stream.
Yeah, you might. You'll have to play on that right side of the screen with that thing. There's like a sound thing where you can adjust, like the engine noise and all that stuff, and you can play with that.
Oh yeah. OBS works. Yeah.
The one thing I'm seeing, and Adam, we might want to look at this, because I don't know how many pit boxes we're running in season.
Oh yeah, gone to 40. That's always going to go off the end.
So we're at 33.
Yeah.
I don't. Yes. I think with 40 people it will need to be pages.
Yeah. We also, I don't know if there's a way that you can do it at or where it differentiates class.
There is a...
It has that,
Yeah.
but I think we turned it off.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, so just remember what your name is and you put it in that commentator thing.
Oh yeah. That bit. Otherwise it works. I did see a CPU warning.
I get those too, though.
The way that I fixed it is in OBS. I as an encoder, I use the NVIDIA thing. So wait, I just make a screenshot of all my settings there. I don't know. So George, I sent you a friend request, so I can add you to the chat that we're having.
Got it.
So what do we think is going to be best for doing pages? Do we just want it to switch automatically or have like a button?
Probably, I would think a button, because I mean, realistically, we're probably not going to be switching pages too often.
No, unless you're going through the list or something.
Yeah, or like if it's like a really dead period part of the race where you just kind of want to see it.
What I might do is I know 32 fits on there, so I might do the first 32 and the last 32, so there'll be a bit of an overlap in the middle between the two pages.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's always good to have as much info as possible. That's all.
Otherwise, I think it looks good.
Yeah. Oh, he's great. He's very sharp.
That's good too, because it's a big grid.
Well, when when the car
we
passes
should-
by the pits, you should see that it drops a bit.
We should also stick around on this and just show him how the starts work when you're a commentator, because pretty much the way it works, you're in a car, right? So you're actually going to be on grid at the back because you didn't set a qualifying. So you just have to, as soon as the race starts, escape the pits.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works in AC. It's just annoying because you have to do it every time.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, we've got it set up. There's a 5-minute gap so that we don't have the LMPs and GTs at the same time. So the first 15 minutes is the LMPs, then there's a 5-minute gap for them to finish their final lap and get back to the pits. And then so at 15 minutes, you'll probably see all the GTs run to the end of the pit lane and wait there.
Okay. Is there any scenic camera shots?
No.
They always focus on the car, so
Yes, there's no roadside ones that just look at the track instead.
You can make a static cam, but you have to do it yourself, and that's a bit of a hassle.
Right, okay, makes sense.
I did that in the past.
Because on RFAC 2 I use a joystick and I can set a button and it just cycles through the cameras and it won't focus on anything.
Cool. Well, let's see what the calendar is. I might have some cameras for you.
I think AC does have some cameras like that, but you can't ever select them yourself. It just
Yeah. Well, you can rename them, but because they had in a previous version of Assetto Corsa, they had this sort of random like track views when you're in the pits, right? When you start a session, and then at some point they changed that.
Yeah.
But the files are still in there, so you can just rename them to cameras 4 or whatever, and then it works. I think. Looks like it.
Yeah, we're doing 3 test races just to see who can actually drive the LMP ones. So the reason why we have GTs in that is because the point is to see that they can lap safely. Yeah, we've not got any other classes, so we've only picked 3 of the GTE cars, just because they're not well balanced, so we had to balance them ourselves. I'm trying to remember how you turned off that class thing, Bass. I think you just disabled it in the Python, didn't you?
Or I just made the images transparent or something. Let me find that. What they don't realize is that they can actually clip each other. You can just all stand at the front.
Yeah, it would be hilarious, especially when they all go and suddenly then collide.
Yeah. Exactly. nice in the group. So Adder, I think around line 857, something like that. It should start where the no, a bit further. Sorry, 929. That's where it gets the class.
Yeah, it's up to people to decide what name they want to be, so...
Yeah. You can make fun of them. Like Petrol, you can call him a Pete Roll. For part of it, that's it. Right, George? I think George is gone. Yeah, you should be able to see the sector times of all the drivers on the live timing and all that. Yeah, and then hopefully, no.
No, because I don't think when I did that, we weren't bothering to really do anything with classes. And I don't think I'm going to bother redoing it because it's just a lot of work.
Well, the cars have their... Yeah, the cars have logos as well. So you can see which car it is. Yeah. And then, yeah, hopefully we can, in the next week, if you have time, we can see if we can set it all up so it looks fancy. Sorry? Well, maybe to set up the race results. It's, yeah, the things that... Let me look that up, because I had a little list of all the things that I used to do each week. We had one.
I did one, but it never worked that well.
Yeah. There are some keys that work, like F1 always goes to cockpit, I think, and F3 is always TV cam. And also you can use control and then 1 and 3. Like 1 goes to the previous, like num1, control num1 goes to the previous car, and 3 goes to the next car, I think. So you can sort of cycle through them. That's the position on track. So even if the car is 3 laps behind, it will just go whichever car is in front or behind. Yeah, that's the server saying they're getting personal bests. There's also a thing, and maybe it's good to crop that bit out. That's what I used to do. Yeah, just cropping out in OBS later.
Yeah, you can set up your AC to get rid of some of those messages, but you can't get rid of all of them, so it's better just to crop it.
And there are also some other details, like I think when you're on board you get like those red little arrows. You can disable those things as well. But that's all going into the files, and yeah, let's look at that later. Let me find that list.
Yeah,
Yeah, nothing. I made it the thumbnail of the YouTube stream. So.
can you just check something for me? If you click... Oh no, that's just tyres, isn't it? So if you click next to the P, what happens? Yeah, I was just trying to remember, if you click... Try going a bit further, I'm trying to remember whether there's another hidden button that hides classes or whether we just kind of turned off completely. Okay, that's fine. Nah, it's up to you whether you show the tyres or not. They're gonna change length, I think. Depending on which week it is, some of them are a bit longer than others.
But round about 1.5 hours. Some are a bit shorter, some are a bit longer.
I think it's to try and make it so it's not every single week is going to be the same strategy.
Right now, fuel and tires are 2 times because it's a shorter race, but usually it's all just one. How do you call that? Real time. Also, if you have the lifetime, you should be able to see the track conditions and all that, the grip and the temperature. Yeah. So the thing in a set of course is that only the air temp does something. Track temp doesn't really much. Well, the track improves whenever there's a certain amount of laps done. So when a certain amount of cars have gone past the start-finish line, then it keeps improving each time. A small step, but it's the grip over the whole track basically. I think so. Not sure. Well, there is some rubber already.
I don't know if it's just the player's car that leaves tire marks, or if it's all cars.
I don't know either. Yeah, maybe. I don't know how the course is used. Froze? Flashed. Oh, it does sometimes.
Yeah, there's some weird bugs in AC that I've not managed to get to the bottom of at all. Like, so there is in the race, there's like a position change from the start of the race, but sometimes it just goes completely and utterly wonky. So like one of those flashes happen, and it tends to like reset everybody's position to where they are now, so the position gains then end up being all wrong.
What's with Steam? Yeah, yeah, you can. Or what I used to do is just show myself as offline. See them on the stream.
No, I'll let them complete the lap they're on.
Could be fun maybe to do to just commentate the race. I'd like to watch it. If you want to. Oh yeah. Yeah, there'll be a few minutes between the end of qualifying and start the race. You can probably reconnect.
Excellent. We all good? Sweet.
It looks a bit choppy for me a couple of times. As these.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you tab out, it'll do that.
What, the grey bar at the top with the times, or are you? Yeah, that always pops up. You can hide most of that by if you click on the icon on the left, it'll hide. So if you click on the spanner, it'll hide all of the information. Yeah. No. The only way is to do it like with really hackily, which is like to extend your monitor over multiple displays and then just take the center. But it's just not worth doing.
What I used to do with the bar, that if you like once you're in the game, right, you have the apps bar, if that's the one you mean. Why did I do that? Oh yeah, anyway, like I would put the live timing or anything, or OBS, I would put on the left screen, so I wouldn't have to move my mouse over to the right screen, so I wouldn't go over that, so it wouldn't pop up. Yeah, okay. And I don't quite remember how I fixed this. I think whenever it showed me the menu, like the bar on the left that it shows right now, I would just cut to yeah, I made some slow-mo videos, some generic shots that I could always just use whenever there was nothing happening and it would look amateur or whatever. Also, I'm gonna make sure you get rid of that drunk cameraman.
Oh yeah.
Because that's so annoying.
Yeah, it's very strange. The drunk camera where it just spins in a circle like that.
Yeah. When the session starts, I think.
Yeah, so you got the countdown 10 seconds there. And then it should go to grid once that's done.
Yeah, and then you can press drive. But the thing is you can't reset your car to the pits
until it starts.
Yeah.
So just hit the wheel, it'll take you to your car. Yeah, so as soon as the lights go out, if you press escape, you'll get 3 options. It says resume back to pits and exit. Just hit back to pits. It'll take you back. You're just going to hit the wheel again to get in your car, and then you can use the app to click around.
So I made a big warning message as well, just to remind you, because that's why it said in the top where we chopped that bit of the server message off anyway.
I still managed to not do it once.
I mean, in this series, it's not as big a deal, though, because there is a pace lap. So it's not like this is the...
But to be honest...
advantage.
Yeah, actually, you could not press drive, and then your car will be instantly in the pits.
Oh, yeah.
Is that
Just-
true?
Yeah, if you never press drive, it just teleports your car to the pits.
I thought that didn't work.
No, it works. The issue is you can't then watch the start of the race.
Oh, yeah. But for this, it doesn't matter because it's a rolling start.
Yeah.
So they do a manual warm-up lap, do they?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a mess.
So this is all going to be on the stream next week?
Correct.
Okay.
This is exactly how it'll go. It's just at Paul Ricard next week. So we'll get you. Adder, do we have the tracks all in one place? I thought there was like a track pack.
Yeah,
there is.
Nils has just done one. I think we'll put a link up at the start of the week.
Okay, I'll make sure to send that to you though.
Yeah, I'm making a list of all the things that I'm gonna help you fix.
Yeah, I know I need to crop the top bar. That's the most annoying thing right now.
What top bar?
Basically the server messages you get.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna get all the server messages as well for the rolling start, which might help.
Yeah, you can actually see exactly because that's the app, right? That tells.
Yeah.
Or is that's on the server? Because I didn't have the app and I was getting those.
Yeah, it's from the server, but obviously he's got the penalty box at the moment because he's done the back to pits.
Right.
But when that goes away, it might start getting some messages.
Time it's a Corvette fest. Jesus.
Yeah, go to the car. It's quick.
We'll also have to walk him through skins.
Yeah.
Which is a pain in
It's okay. We have Adder's amazing sync app.
the ass. There's an app. I usually just download it manually.
Use the app.
I didn't know there was one.
Yeah, it only downloads what you need. It's been there for years.
That's alright. I'm only a mod. Yeah, we'll have to do that then. That's the one with Python though and all that, right?
No, it's a Windows app.
Because I remember there used to be a Python one. That was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, there used to be a PowerShell one that was, but no, now it's an actual exe.
Ah, shit. So then you'll see too, if you look at the leaderboard, see how some of the names are like yellow? I don't know if you guys explained this to them. That means they're within 3/10 of the car in front. So it kind of tells you where there's battles happening on track kind of quicker.
And at the moment you've got it as gaps to leader. If you click on the time, it will switch to intervals.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, I did too. I'll be right back.
So the gaps, if you just click on that bit, what? And as they cross the line, it says their lap time, which is a bit. Yeah, so you're on intervals now. Oh, what has gone on here?
Does the leaderboard always compare to
No, like I said, if you click the time, I did see it do it briefly. I think you might have changed it too quickly. It does change to in between people. Yeah, see, now, no, that's still to leader.
Yeah, it is. Which time am I clicking on? Is that click one on the left hand side? Leaderboard.
Yeah, it's on the leaderboard where it says Chris of 1 lap, global efficiency plus 0.5. Click on the 0.5. Doesn't matter which driver. I think it's time, or is it the triangle? It might be that little triangle bit.
Oh yeah.
It's all hidden buttons.
What's it done now? It's only showing 3 people. Am I just finding all the hidden buttons in the universe right now?
I think it's a bit hard to talk through to you because I'm obviously watching it a bit of a delay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh?
There you go. Right. That's, what
That's
do.
weird.
We'll do that. Right, boom. We're done. We're in business. It's double click all the time. Single click.
Oh.
No error.
I didn't even think there was double click as a thing.
Right, now
Well,
it's intervals.
Yeah.
Are you sure you weren't? I don't know. It might be something to do with like focusing. It might not have been focused or something.
Doesn't matter, it works. I think it will stay this way whenever you restart the game, so should be fine.
It's true. This is a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Still, half X 2.
You get the hang of it. So Lipsinski in the lead now then?
No, CEST.
Oh, way behind.
Got to the lead for a split second. It's ran out.
Oh yeah. He's
Oh,
going
we're
around.
about to see that.
Yeah, I just saw it.
Oh, I'm a bit behind you. Here we go. Ah, too much curb. Too much curb.
Nicolas under attack though. He sounds. Nice fight between Rune and the Reds.
I assume you mean about the little red arrows.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't get why they put those in.
Did you get audio stutter as well in this game?
I've got some just as you were saying that, but it usually isn't in the game. I think it's mainly recording issues.
Oh yeah. I'm hearing it now too. I've never experienced that.
I think that's usually an OBS or an upload issue rather than the game. I don't know. I would have thought. I don't know if it's to do with the mod sounds.
Maybe. There's a buffer somewhere in the game settings. Let me start up the default launcher and check that out.
I have to say, you are getting the leaderboard flicker more often than usual than we usually get. If you could send me your Python log before we finish, that might help.
We're not streaming for real anyway, otherwise just restart the session or go out, say post the logs and then go back in again. No.
You can just send me that file now actually while it's still being read.
Do you want?
pi_log.txt. I've written out the path in Discord. It should be in your documents folder. There should be a set of Corsa. I missed that bit out. Thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of errors in there, so I'll try and see if I can fix those. And I'll try and see if I can work out why the class thing isn't working. Can you just have a look in, or inside the Add a Stream apps folder? You go into IM and just see if there's a gt.png. Does it look like a GT symbol?
Sorry, the PNG you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are in there.
Oh, okay. So how have you turned them off?
I don't know. I think you did it, but...
Oh, because the code looks like it should still be on.
Yeah. No, I know. Maybe are they not recognized as the classes as they are custom cars or something?
Maybe.
Maybe it's something like that. Yeah, that should be.
Yeah, there should be an LMP.png and there should be a GT.png. Yeah, okay, so there's those. And there's GTE.ini.
Ah,
That needs updating because everything's called, like Bass said, everything's called ACRL.
yeah. So it's the car names.
Yeah.
I'll write that in the to-do list and then.
Okay. Yeah. Update that and see if they come back. In fact, actually, I could just fire up AC now and see if they're on it.
Is there a GTE class?
I don't think there is because we didn't have it where we had GTE and just LMP. We've had 3 classes before rather than 2.
Right, there's the GT2 class for the Corvette.
So we can make a GTE class or we can just leave it as GT.
Yeah. GT is nicer though.
Yeah, but I think coding-wise, what we can do is we can leave it GT and redo the image for GT to be GTE.
I totally agree. Should I change that? And then,
Yeah, because I don't know if you want to leave it with the blue and the green and that font, because we don't use that font anymore, do we?
yeah, I don't even know how it looks in game. We can test that. Well, I'll just put it on the list and look at it later.
No, you sometimes get a player lagging, but I don't think we've had it with the entire server lagging. We've had the server die completely once, but that's because we were doing something a bit stupid. Yes, but that's usually due to people, somebody with a bad connection.
I do see the
Oh, and yeah.
stream buffering a bit, so maybe it's your connection.
No, the game does have like some rubber banding kind of thing where you might see cars going down the straight with a gap just constantly changing a little bit.
For the TV cameras, you mean? Yeah, that's what the cam picker is. You could use that for. That's a different app. They need to reconnect them.
Yeah, that steals your focus though for that key for. So if you need that key to be detected by anything else, it won't be. Because it just does the F. Is it F3?
Yeah.
Yeah, it steals the F3 click from the operating system, which is needed for how it works, because that's the only way it can keep in sync with what the game is set at.
For me, it worked fine. I could combine the two. I could use F3 as well as just click the.
Yeah, you can, because the app did the F3 for you.
Right.
But if you've got something set up as a keybind to F3 in Discord or something,
Oh yeah.
that won't get the button press.
Not sure how that works with the gap, with the LMP thing.
What?
Well, you showed the image of the LMP and GT over graphics.
Yeah.
But I wonder why it gives that gap.
Yeah, it looks like a 1 pixel gap, but it's only on a certain.
Yeah.
It's not even on the same images, is it? It's just certain drivers.
Yeah.
Or it might always be there. It's just you can't see it. It depends on what the background is.
Maybe.
I think it depends on the background. It looks fine when it's against a dark background. It's where it's against the light one. If you look at G Rover, see that switches halfway through. So I think it might be a rendering issue.
Okay. But then maybe you should move that in the code.
So I don't think we want to. Yeah. So I think it wants to be 1 pixel over in the code. It might be a. I don't know.
Is in the image is right on the edge, like in Photoshop. GT.
Okay. Well, because they've got to overlap, obviously, those images. So yeah, I think maybe it wants to be 1 pixel further over it to the left in the code.
Yep.
Yeah, but no, I think the angle is right, because it looks like the gap's the same all the way up. I think I just looked at one of these ones where the background changed so it was higher, it wasn't possible to see. I think it's literally just that triangle bit, which is tiny. Like, have you been talked through all of the other super bugs?
Well, most of them. Like the...
Well, see, there's a load more on the driver information. See the big block in the middle. If you click on the driver ahead, it will switch to that. It will switch to a forward-facing camera. If you click on driver behind, yeah. But then there's also like ballast, speed, gear, and RPM. They're also linked to specific cameras. Some of them are awful. Like there's some different cameras in the game. There's like one that's a helicopter, but it's really overhead and really far away, so it's horrible. I tried to make my own helicopter, but it never really worked. I have to say, in these test races, the GT field is staying really close together in all of them. Other than like Dennis and Rune and Renz who just run away, but
Dennis is right in the fight right now.
yeah, but I think that's because he didn't qualify.
Oh, again? No.
I don't know.
What the hell is Rune?
Yeah. Did Rune not join this one?
Oh, he's in 6th. Yeah, there he is. Is Renzo dropped down?
Well, I don't think Renz has done. This is his first one of these that Renz has done, isn't it?
Yeah, could be.
Yes. So I need to actually set that up. That's my job for the next week, and then yeah. I mean, like I'll do it on Monday. I'll set up. Like people don't know how to do it. It's just a case of we set it up where we ask people to upload them with a specific name so that you know which are what to delete them afterwards, because there ends up being a lot of them. But like I said, there's an app to download them, which will take you a link to. That takes all the pain out of it, because people like to fiddle with them every week pretty much, so they're always changing. And people might like sign up mid-season.
Never done that before, never.
I still like your Ferrari.
Rar. My Ferrari. shall I send you those files just for the app, Adam? So you have the latest stuff.
Yeah, you might as well send me the whole app that you've got. I think I need to I'll check whether it's up to date with what's on the server.
9th of June.
Yeah, I can't remember what I've done, but I can. Thank you.
Dorian?
Oh, there's a Corvette there with a very wonky wing. Who is that?
It's something, I think. He's got a
Is
yellow
it? He's
skin.
been properly destroyed rear wing on that car.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it is hard to tell if you're yellow and that.
I think there's only 2 or 3 Corvette skins.
Yeah. I made a nice skin myself. Now I hope I can find some time and motivation to actually drive.
Are you GTing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got enough to do just with like flappy paddles. I don't need more buttons to press. GTs are looking very racy. I think it's any okay with a broken wing. Unless that's a different Corvette with a broken wing. There could be several of them. I'm not 100% sure yet. They've not been ratified who's going to be allowed to drive them. I think the plan is to try and keep, like, if we can, as close to a 50-50 split as possible. But it depends on what the exact sign-ups are and things.
It's pretty realistic, only having a couple of LMPs.
True. I think we know from the state of the track into the hairpin that you do get grid marks. It's not just the player path, it's all of them, so... Yes. I left them on just because like, some people obviously, if they want to check in, see what their friend's up to or something, they can see that they've disconnected easily or something. So we must have had a lot. Did 40 people actually connect at the start? Already down to 32?
31 even. I don't know. You can see that actually.
Oh yeah, he's got it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Start with 34 by the looks of it.
That makes a bit more sense.
Well, the comment is saying that the in-game sound is too loud compared to our microphone. Okay. Yes. Yes. There's a volume mixer in Windows. Right click. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
I think it's likely that you'll be by yourself, but somebody might come along and say, "Oh, I don't want to race tonight. Can I commentate?" In which case they might join you. But I don't think anybody specifically is saying that they want to commentate.
Well, if I'm not racing, I might do whatever. I might commentate race. Well, you can do that on the fly right now, I think. I want to test it.
Yeah, there's a master volume in the game actually, but I don't know if it can go above 100.
Yeah, but the one in Windows works as well. Because that doesn't mess up the actual in-game sound volumes. The one in games is weird. You can turn Discord down and keep the game as it is. Or the other way around, I mean. Turn the game down. Yeah, that's always a good test. Porsche is loud, annoying.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure whether the cars are actually correctly balanced with each other.
Not very well. The
No, I mean sound levels wise rather than performance.
yeah, but I mean, we could ask what's his face? Albert.
It requires everybody re-downloading the car, so doesn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah. Never mind.
We'd have to update the servers.
There's a, or maybe that doesn't do
Oh,
checksums.
no, sounds aren't checksums, are they? Because you can have mods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can just change that yourself, and then it's fine.
Yeah, I have no idea how to though.
Albert does, and he did the.
Yeah, because he doesn't need to. Is the sound an issue with just the onboards, or is it onboard and offboard? Okay, I don't think we can do much with that then, because I think they're not separated too much. I think it's all the everything's driven by the onboard, but I think Albert's made it so the offboards sound correct.
Yeah, we could ask Albert to make them as equal as possible, and then once it's the best we can get, then just make sure that you can at least hear the game volume, but you can always understand what you're saying. At least. Also, yeah, you probably know about it, but in Discord you can turn up someone's volume if someone's really soft. Sam actually won.
Yeah, I forgot there was a race going on.
Yeah, there's a race. Well, not anymore. Because we have a sort of beta testers audience as well. I sound really dull on the stream. That's interesting. Really muffled. I sound. Yeah, but I sound like when I hear myself on the stream.
No, I'm not entirely sure what it is, because you sound different on Discord.
Oh. Huh. Let's see. Oh, maybe I know.